Everybody, happy January the 2nd, I think it is, Saturday of 2021. Very excited to ring in the new year, getting some actual work done, so that's a very good feeling. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a video because it's more what I didn't do and what I'm thinking about doing than anything else, but I am here in the upstairs hallway towards the back, and for reference, the bathroom that I was talking about yesterday is behind me. I didn't get a whole bunch done in there yesterday because I got some fabulous news today that my cousins are going to be coming to help, and I am just so grateful for that. It's such a blessing just to have an extra set of muscles and a brain to bounce some ideas off of. And this is the family that he either grew up here, coming here, especially in the summers, or his son will be, he and my sister are going to be getting the house after me. So it's willed to them. And it's kind of cool to see, you know, the next generation of people working on it. So I hope they have amazing memories here as well. Anyways, so they're going to be coming and helping, particularly with some of the overhead work, because you guys know that the overhead work makes me kind of nauseated. So I'm excited to get some of that taken down. We are going to have to cut out the shower. I just haven't gotten around to that, but that'll be a fun, relatively, hopefully uneventful project. But the big thing is I took out all of the wall covering that I showed you yesterday. Mom actually came, mom and dad surprised me around lunchtime, and they showed up, and she actually made her way up here to check it out. And so it was kind of neat. That was the wallpaper that was put on when she moved here. So it's been here for a while. I did try and save a couple of pieces, but that was in pretty bad shape. It was just kind of deteriorating even if you just touched it or looked at it funny. So just for reference, I actually am looking into finding some frames so that I can, you know, use our archival acid-free frames and just document some of the cool wall coverings and floor coverings and things that I found. But anyways, I'll talk faster because it is getting dark. And speaking of getting dark, I think this is probably a good time to start looking at scraping the transoms. They're all painted. They do still open, so that's exciting news. But I think it will be really helpful to get some light in here once I do that, because like the door you see right there, I'm going to start closing all of the doors, just primarily to keep the animals out, but also it will be good for acoustics and for a fire if that ever did occur, which let's hope and pray that that never does. But just to kind of keep all the dust and stuff at a minimum. We can certainly open the transoms if that's something that we want to do, but I'm really excited to have that office closed off, so no more animals in that office. Very good feeling to be kind of a steward of that space and have a nice clean space to come to focus and work in the near future. I did reach out to the electrician, and so we're going to try and take care of this dark closet of a hallway right now, and we'll get on his schedule in the next month or so. We're going to do 3 lights, I think, in the hallway. Currently there are 2, so we're going to add one here at the top of the stairs. Obviously it's kind of bright right now, but that's not always the case. And I'm going to be putting them on motion sensors, so that will make life so much easier if you're like me and you're carrying your dinner or your lunch or snack upstairs. You don't really have a free hand to be switching lights on and off, and it'll also obviously save energy because nobody's going to be leaving the lights on. So I'm just really looking forward to kind of having one more thing be automated in the house that just makes my life easier and more comfortable. So that'll be good. So the next thing that I'm working on, I talked about yesterday, is getting what will eventually become my dressing room. It's kind of the middle bedroom is what I would refer to it as historically, getting that all cleared out so that my cousins can help me with demolition. I really appreciate them, particularly when it comes to taking things off of the ceiling and other things that are just really hard and heavy. I've only made a small dent in it, which is kind of embarrassing, but if you think about it, there are a lot of rooms in this room right now. So my shoes over here obviously will stay in this room, but I gotta move them out of the way. They're gonna go over here in a wall that's nothing but shelving for those shoes. That's exciting. This is upholstery and sewing, which those of you who sew, you would be very proud of me. There are only 3 containers with fabric. I think that's a huge accomplishment. I did quite a bit of a purge recently in like the last 3 or 4 years. So I'm really proud about that. And these fabrics I actually picked up, gosh, over a decade ago. I'm really excited because I kind of think that they're going to look great in a couple of rooms. So that'll be fun. And then over here, just kind of clothes and containers and things that I've accumulated. And then these boxes are some books that I tend to reference and use over and over again. I do still read, very proud of that. And then there are 6 years of college papers, which my parents actually have my high school papers. So I know that I need to work on purging some of those, but I actually do still reference them on occasion. I need to go and look up something that I remembered learning at one point. And yeah, so I would like to, once I get the office up and running, hopefully in the near future, start a project digitizing those. But I've got one other project ahead of that. My previous mentor and boss has recently retired, and he passed on a lot of documents and things to me that I would like to read through and digitize and kind of write summaries for and everything else. So hopefully we will get through that. But yeah, I don't really want to keep a whole bunch of papers and fire fuel around the house, but at the same time, these are still valuable and I still use them. So that means I got to pick them up and move them to another room. But these will just kind of go in storage for a little bit. And then I am currently moving other things into my office, which I won't show you right at the moment because it's a hot mess. I'm sorry, not my office, into the previous bedroom that I was living in prior to moving into the one that I'm in right now, just because it's on the other side of the house and kind of out of the way. And then once I get the office kind of up and running again, I get to move it all back. So, and that's just kind of the story of a lot of restoration and living in some of these projects, is you just got to move things 3 or 6 times. But I am looking forward to, particularly the closet, being able to have all of that done in one place and never having to worry about it again. So you guys take care. Have a terrific Saturday evening, and we will talk soon.